Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? We'll see from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. I'm allowed to drink your fizzy pop today. I don't usually drink fizzy pop. Somebody said to me, Porky, Tommy Fury's 8 opponents he's faced have had over 1,000 losses before they fought Tommy. No, it's 176. So I should always double check your sources. All right, they've only had 24 wins between them though. So if you count it out over 8, it averages out 322 and 1. 322 and 1 is the average opponent record for Tommy Fury. It's not good. Tommy's a novice though, so we can't have a go at him. He's a novice. He hasn't had that many amateur fights. He's had as many amateur fights as Anthony Yard. And he's had about 10 fights less as a pro, so he could pick it up quick, but you can either fake or you can't, can you? I don't think Tommy can. Let me see, he's a nice lad. He's not his brother, is he? A step brother or whatever, so is what it is, isn't it? So not that hard at way. I hope you like the weapon at week and helmets at month. This will probably be out before then. What do I see happening with Dylan White next? I don't care. Yeah, he doesn't done out for me, Dylan White now. A lot of these don't denote for me. I'm just rifling through it all here. Look, what we got going here. I want to talk about the Lee Woods situation. Lee Woods done well for himself, hasn't he? He's come from nowhere to get his sent a few quid now, so good luck to him. Right? What's happening with Santa Cruz fight? Are they making it or not? Can he make it or can't he make it? He couldn't get Fury White on, could he? He couldn't win that fight. He couldn't win the Usyk Joshua bid with DAZN. Chisora's on about leaving if he gets a good deal. Dylan White's talking to other people. Coley's not happy. Beefy Smith's gone. Even Terry Harper's not happy as well. So she signed a deal. So we're going to see, aren't we? It's all up in air at the moment. But what I do want to talk about is the Jason Cunningham situation. I'm an Edlington lad originally. Jason's from Woodlands. Bully's gym's at Dennerby. Now, I used to live on Moathouse Way, same as Dave Allen, which is where train station is on Old Moathouse Way estate. Jason Cunningham used to come up every day, twice a day, for the gym sessions. Get off at the train at back of my house and at Dave Allen's house, back, and then walk the 1.6 mile to Steffi's gym, do his session, then go home, and then go back at night for the other one. And everybody used to think he were going nowhere. Well, Jason Cunningham, let me tell you, area, English, British, Commonwealth, European champion. And I think he won a trinket belt as well, which I don't really count. So you could say he's nearly got all clean sweep. 31-7 record, just turned 32. He's overachieved. Now, you've got to give Steffi Ball credit for what he's done with Jason Cunningham. And my argument is this. Dave Allen used to get picked up by Steffi Ball morning, dinner, and evening, and dropped off every day. Sat in my house. It's that red mate coming down the street again. With Dave Allen in it, Steffi Ball. Dave Allen couldn't even walk to gym 1.6 mile. Couldn't walk to gym 20-minute walk. Warm up when you get there, do your session, warm down walking home. Had to be picked up. Now I look at that and I think I'm having a go at Dave because quite like Dave. His decision making is poor though, but I'm boxing me, so let's talk boxing. If you can't get out of bed to train in the morning, don't come to my gym if I own it. Get gone. Now, when Dave couldn't train at Dennis's, it was simple. Dennis said, "How much do you weigh? Collect your cards. Get gone." Dennis won't bother that there's 7 fights and he's forked out that money. You're not going to poke with it. You have to earn it with Dennis. You've got to earn your stripes before you'll start gaining you anything. You've got to get in his good books and you've got to earn it, and that's hard graft. Or thinking outside the box and bringing something to the table. If David training and he's at home and he's depressed and he's getting fat, how's he going to do anything? But he had talent. Dennis said that. Clinton Wood has said it. Dave Allen knows he's got talent, but it's bringing that talent out. Steffi's seen it and he tried to bring it out, but he couldn't get through to up here. I'm not siding with Steffi on this, but I tend to think that, when you're going and picking a fighter up who lives right in the corner from your gym every day for months and they're back, that kind of thing. That's somebody who's like shot floor. You have to give Steffi credit, but you're only doing it because you're an heavyweight and trying to get a few quid out of the job. But in my opinion, Jason Cunningham at the moment, he's the man in that gym down there. Not Terry Harper, not Jamie McDonald when he was there, because Steffi didn't train him, did he? The best person to come out of that gym is Jason Cunningham. He's the man out of that gym because he's overachieved. Nobody thought he'd do what he's done. And he's a tidy little fighter. I seen him on pad years and I thought he was all right. And people used to say to me, hey, he ain't that good. Ross Birkinshaw beat him. I thought Ross lost that fight, but he got the win. But you've got to give Jason Cunningham credit. You've got to give him credit. You've got to give Steffi credit. But can you give Dave Allen credit as well? Because if they both walked down the street, nobody would know Cunningham, but they'd know Dave Allen. But one's got a snake belt and one's got loads of belts. You see where I'm coming from? Now, I wonder in hindsight if Dave Allen, looking back, had have thought, do you know what? I should have come out of my comfort zone and put more effort in. And I could have been like Jason Cunningham. Because Jason Cunningham can sit his grandkids on his knee now and tell them about what he won, can't he? Can their mothers? Dave can't, can he? Because they haven't won no. People can run around saying Jason Cunningham's overachieved and he's been lucky and poxy and this and that, but he was still going every single day, wasn't he? On train from Woodlands train station to Conisbrough and then walking into Denby. I had to do his training session 2 times a day. After doing his run in the morning down his own area, that's fantastic, that, isn't it? I think that's good. So well done. Well done, Steffi. You're not my favourite person. I have to take my hat off to you for that. So, like I said, Dave Allen, 20 wins, 5 defeats, 2 draws, coming up. We've got his 30-year-old coming up 31. 3 fights in 3 years. He ain't got a belt. Does he need to do a Jason Cunningham? Yeah, Dave Allen needs to do a Jason Cunningham. That's what he needs to do. He needs to take time out and train hard and be Mr. Humble. Get off social media and get all them cranks around him. Get rid of all them cranks that are hanging around him. Right. And finish your boxing career before you start training. Unbelievable. Wasted talent. Send me crazy. Chris Eubank Jr., Golovkin, Charlo and Andrade. You'd say they're all best middleweights in the world, wouldn't you? Charlo, Golovkin, Eubank, Andrade. None of them 4 force each other. And they're the best middleweights in the world. Could you imagine Duran, Hagler, Earns, Duran, Leonard, them 4 not fighting each other? Would have been robbed out of them 9 fights. We've got these 4 here, Charlo, Golovkin, Eubank, Andrade. They've not even fought. That's 2022. If you'd have gone back to 1982 or whatever, whenever they started fighting Leonard and all, they were 80. From 80s up to all the way through 80s, whatever. 40 odd years ago. They all fought, didn't they? Fighters are businessmen now, aren't they? They don't want to fight in case they get licked. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. As social media made fighters into businessmen. Terrible that one, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it has. I think it has, but what can we do? What can we do? Well, the last topic I want to talk about before a game of snooker and half an hour on sunbed and all that stuff in my face with Yorkie bars. So, last thing I want to talk about. This is worth a video on its own. Let's do this first. All right. Angel Hernandez. We all know who he is, don't we? He's Anthony Joshua's new trainer. He's only a bit of a kid. I want to know how Robert McCracken can allow that lot to get in up there and get in there and dislodge his man and dislodge them. How can that happen? I know McCracken's not big on interviews and all that. Well, we know why he ain't big on interviews, don't we? It's the last 12 years. He's been double dealing, and he's been taking money from Joshua, and taking amateur money as well, which is not allowed to. You're not allowed to do that, are you? So that's why he doesn't do interviews, because he don't want to be put on the spot by boxing media people asking him why is he involved with amateur stuff and professional. Not that the British boxing media shithouses that they are would ask them questions, because they're all in bed with these people, aren't they? But what's been going on over there? Well, in the EIS for over a decade now is nothing short of scandalous. Everybody knows about it, what's going on. Everybody. Matchroom fighters up there just doing what they want in an Olympic amateur setup. So wrong. Nobody said a word, have they, about it? And yet, Angel Hernandez and Joby Clayton have gone up there, hanging around Joshua. Well, they've showed him a few things on pads and that, and I don't know what's been going on up there for years, but all of a sudden Joshua's like, God, is that how you hook off the jab and spin off and all this? It's like he'd never been taught anything. And all of a sudden Joshua, he wants to go on pads with every single trainer in the world. He wants to go around the world looking for a new trainer. But while still saying he's with Rob and Rob's his man, this and that, look. Once the knives are out, they're getting twisted in. That's what happens. It's a sport of boxing. It's how you deal with it. But in my opinion, Robert McCracken allowed them lot up there to slink in. He should have put his foot down from day one and told Joshua, no, this is not happening. You're with me or you're gone. So they couldn't have been that tight, could they? Tight like that, I mean. Couldn't have been that close. But it is what it is, isn't it? Joshua's had to do it so his image looks good. Well, really, we all know behind the scenes is a shit house. But what he's done to McCracken, I think it's in bad taste. Considering McCracken went to court, didn't he, for him? We all know he got remanded to Reading, don't we, for 2 weeks. And he gave somebody a good idea and he got caught with them drugs in Mercedes, Joshua, didn't he? He had a 9 bar, didn't he? They got his phone and they caught him with 8 ounces, and then he sold an ounce or something. And he broke his bail with one of them and he clipped somebody. Or you're on bail for clipping somebody. and he got caught with drugs. One of them, he ended up in 2 weeks, didn't he? Remanded for 2 weeks. Got a week laid down, then another week laid down. They couldn't get him bail in between. Went to court, he got a combination order, didn't he? A combination order. So he needs to thank Robert McCracken, Joshua, doesn't he, really? Because there wouldn't have been no Olympics or anything if you want for Robert McCracken. So we should thank Rob, really. But he hasn't, has a shit on him, hasn't he? I find things like that hard to take. You know, when you get backstabbed, things like that. Or even if you're ill. Some people don't ring up, see how you are, and you think, well, I thought they might have wrong. I find things like that unforgivable. Joshua won a gold medal up there, really, and he was gifted it because of his background story. He only really beat the Chinese guy, did he, in the Olympics? The other guys all beat him. They were all countback scores, weren't they? They got hometown decisions in 3 of the 4 fights. He's got a lot to be thankful for that EIS up here, Joshua. Yeah, he's slinking about down there at Loughborough thinking he's rock hard. No, he's not at the EIS. Don't forget where you're from, Joshua. And remember what Robert McCracken did for you. He got you out of prison, mate. Official GB headed paper. You should be very, very grateful when them judges see things like that. It's what they love. Oh, we don't need to send him to prison. Look at the opportunities he's got. Whereas people like me, the bum town rat, when I go to court back in the day, you're not got a prayer. You're just going to get remanded and sent down all the time. When you've got letters from GB head of boxing saying you're going to Olympics and this and that, you're never going to get porridge. So you should thank Robert McCracken, you shithouse. All right, Joshua. And let me give a bit of advice as well. You and Robert Garcia will be at it within 12 months, I can assure you. That's going to be a good one to watch, isn't it? But like I said, it's McCracken's own fault. He's allowed him up there at the EIS. They've got in, haven't they? Hernandez, Clayton, and whatever. And now they've managed to clear a gateway for Garcia to come in and get all the loot. You couldn't make this up, could you? But I don't think McCracken's going to be bothered. He's worth about 10 mil now. He's set up for life. But it would have been nice for him to stay with Rob, wouldn't it, all the way through and show a bit of loyalty like Carl Froch. But some people can't do that, can they? Some people can't do it. So I think that's about it, really. I think that's about it for today. We've got something done. I'm sure there was something else. David Wood. Yeah, send me them gloves tomorrow and I'll get the Cobras to sign for you in the next few weeks. It'll be next few weeks and more next month. Okay? That's about it, really. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. I think I put these 2 videos out today. That leaves helmet at month, weapon at week, and there's another one. I think there's 3 in production. You got 2 out today, that's 5. You had 10 yesterday, didn't you? We're plodding on, aren't we? Like I said, today's first day for me. Back. That's about it. That's about it. Okie dokie then. All right. Peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep sporting boxing. Big shout out. Big shout out to my mate, Mr. Ray Band. How you doing? I hope you're all right. Keep sending me texts on here. Let me just say this to you, Mr. Ray Band. Them that laugh first, and you know what I'm on about, they don't laugh last. All right? Always remember that one. Peace out.